Well, hi everyone, back in the boat shed, back to regular boat building, getting on well I think, and something quite amazing this week. It is episode 100, and who would ever have thought we'd get to 100 episodes of the SV Tapatya build. Almost all of them have been about the boat build, and I say we're back to it now, so carrying on. 100 episodes, perhaps deserves a celebration. Don't know what we'll do. Anyhow, what's been going on this week? That's more important, I think. And the first thing I did this week was that I went round the rubbing strake, or the rubbing strake base, as you might remember, and I put 6cm number 8 bronze screws through in various places, every metre or so, and then at the scarfs. So there's the screw. I'll just show you that screw. Is that focus, Kerry? Or? Yeah. And I thought I'd give you a sort of a bit of a tool tip on this one. If you watch other channels, you'll have seen other people using this very tool. I think Lou the shipwright and Leo from Tally Ho Samson both use the same tool for putting bronze screws in. Bronze screws, as you may know, are fairly tricky to get in. They have quite a resistance to them. So the first thing I did was I drilled a small hole, and then I ran a stainless steel screw in and out of the hole a couple of times, took that out. Then I counterbored to the size of the shank and countersunk. Greased the screw, put it in there, and wound it in with this puppy. There's a brace with a screwdriver bit in the end, and they go in lovely with a brace because you can get a good pressure on it and keep it straight and wind it in, and you've got a good leverage there as well. They groan a bit as they go in, but they go in really nice with a brace. It's a great tool for putting bronze screws in. And I say a couple of other channels use the same tool, so I highly recommend a brace for bronze screws. I picked this one up in a auto jumbo here in Germany a few years ago. Not very expensive. If you see them, well worth having. Tony's tool tip: a brace for bronze screws. Yeah, so this week, the other thing I've done really, or the big concentration, has been on the old doghouse here, the 4-cabin doghouse. And as you see, it's needing a bit of paint, but almost complete. A lot of work's been going on this. It's 2 layers of 10mm ply laminated together. You saw, I think the last stage in the video was that we had 1 layer on, so the second layer's gone on there, laminated on. I've rounded up all the corners so that there are no sharp edges, and gone round all the outside with a fillet of epoxy around here. Filled anything that needed filling. And then I went round with a 6-inch glass tape around all the outsides and these corners So I say filleted and taped all around where it joins in there. You remember that this one, the front sets into the deck, the sides set into that bulkhead, so it is well located, and with the fillet and the glass tape I think it's pretty solid. And then when the tape was on, I then glassed the panels, so it's completely glassed all over. The next job was to cut the hole out for the hatch and then make up this plinth. The plinth is 2 layers of 12mm ply, 1/2 inch ply. Cut the shape, laminated together, glued on. Then it was a case of running around the plinth with a fillet of epoxy and glassing it so as it's properly sealed. And finally, I got to get the hatch in. Hatch is obviously put in with some bedding compound, screws, bit of Tef gel on the screws to hopefully stop them binding, the aluminium to the stainless binding. And there she is, looking great. Same hatch as the one in the main deck there and the raised deck. So the match should get a nice bit of air into the boat, bit of light into the fore cabin there. Well, that's it for this week, and that's it for episode 100. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you're one of the nearly 3,000 subscribers. That's marvellous if you subscribe. If not, click the old button. Yeah, see you next time, I guess. Time for a 100 episode celebration. Bye.
see it.